All right, guys, so yesterday I thought I recorded all the steps and I didn't press record, so this is going to be a piggyback off of yesterday's video. I'm going to have to learn again. It's totally different than the Facebook tutorials, but we've got this is the third time I've made this batch actually now. So we've got the chameleon color changing. It's like a pink orange kind of. We've got our tender pink with our couple drops of dusty pink alcohol ink and our rose pink mica powder, and then our pale green. I did 2 of those of mica powder. And as you can see, what I was talking about earlier with the saturation, you know, I didn't put as much, and you can see the difference between those. Beautiful. And then our Cernet turquoise. All right, so this step is important because it's going to give us these white lines, this white detail. So I found that Deco Art paint works good. I mean, any acrylic paint works typically really well. Just sometimes the cheaper ones kind of like crackle too much. So yeah, Deco Art. This is Deco Art snow or titanium white. So just go ahead and coat one side. We're gonna let that dry. You can use a blow dryer if you don't have patience, or if you're in a rush. I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry off camera and finish some stuff around the house, and we'll be good. I'm not sure if I got to go into detail on how I broke my freaking hand, because like I said, I was basically talking to myself for 20 minutes thinking I was recording and missed all of that. So, well, it might have been 10, it might have been 30, who knows. But we'll get into that as soon as I come back after these dry. And hopefully I do not mess that up again, because a good thing this is a beautiful palette, because I'm not wasting per se, but man, I'm going to have a lot of jewelry to make out of this style. And this is the Pisces Colors palette. And this was the first batch. This was one not resined. And then we've got from yesterday's, because I kept trying, but I realized this is just not going to be anywhere near what we made the first time, because I kept restacking. It's beautiful though. So we've gone from, this was stacked 1 time, this was stacked 3 times, and then today we're going to stack twice. So we're going to get definitely all different styles out of it and layers like this. I love that. Love that. And I'll show you in the light too. Oh, I have my flashlight handy. So just gorgeous. Pretty. All that shimmer. And I was saying that the chameleon, oh, I forgot to paint that, didn't show up that much, but actually that's what that is right there. So it actually came up really good. Beautiful. But all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and paint this little guy. I forgot him. And then I will be back when they're dry. All right, those are pretty much good and dry. There's a little spot right here. I'm just going to clean up. But, okay, so we are doing the Makume Gain. I don't know how to pronounce that correct. But I'm going to start with the Cernet turquoise. It's a darker color. And I'm going to finish with the Cernet turquoise. And as you can see, my pieces are not all the same. Some people use a cutter to get, you know, the shapes exact. And that's up to you. It's your preference. Like I said, I just kind of go organically. So let's start with our blue. Put in our seafoam. Yeah, already did it. And sometimes you'll need acrylic paint here, but if you feel like they're going to stick just fine, you don't need it. All right, then we've got our tender pink, our chameleon pinky, and that's the one we'll see, because I did use Fimo in the original piece, so I'm curious as to see if this has a beigey tint. And let's go with the light seafoam. Yeah, so this is the whole part that I thought I was recording. I kind of freaked. All right. So this is our stack. Move it over. It's kind of hard with this camera right in my face. But as you can see, we got a nice little stack there. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a roller. But anyways, what should we talk about today? I guess the YouTube. I just really want to be able to give you guys full tutorials and not have to sit there for days, well, hours editing. It's just, you know, you're trying to fit everything in a 45-second or 90 video. It just doesn't work for me. But yeah, you just want to roll that out a bit. Make sure there's no air bubbles. It's all good and stuck together. Again, oh, these were rolled out on a 3, so I'm not sure if I said that in the last video. If you want thicker slices, you can leave it thicker or go thin. This one I'm going a bit thin. And we are going to cut down the middle. Get that in there. And that's our first. Actually, yeah, let's just do one stack today. So here's our stack now. And don't worry about the ends. That's fine. Some people like to cut them off so you got a perfect square or rectangle. I'm fine with it. Roll it down a little bit, and then in order to get these designs or shapes, we are going to take a tool and just something to put like kind of like divots in. This one has mica powder in it, but that's fine. So basically something like this. You can use the end of a paintbrush, but we are going to go about halfway, 3/4 of an inch down, and then we will squish this all back together when we're done. And you can add, that's the beauty of Mikune Gain too, it's so organic as well. You can add dots, circles, you can add a cutter. Actually I might show you guys just a couple. Let's do it. Let's add just on this side so I can show you when I cut into it. And you're going to want to squish all that back together. Oh, get all those lines back. Squished. But as you can see, we've got that design in there. And form it back into square, rectangle, whatever you're getting. That's fine. I'm going to flip it over. I didn't go deep enough, so let's add some of those in here. I want it to be pretty much through and through one side and the other. And now it's up to you. You can go ahead and stack one more time, cut this out, stack, and you'll have more thin layers like this, or today we're just going to go ahead and leave it like that. She's been doing good too. Okay, so let's get into cutting this. You're going to need a flexible tissue blade. And I'm going to be making an Amazon storefront so I can let you guys know everything I use. I don't get super expensive stuff. I figure it all works the same usually. All right, get that as level as I can, and let's go ahead and cut. Oh, where'd my little circles go? Here's the circle side. There we go. I'm going to dig into that first, but just take thinner chunks, and you'll get all kinds of different designs. Now, a lot of people work with a backing. This is the part that I messed up yesterday, guys, or I thought I was recording. So if you, a lot of people take a piece of translucent, roll it on a thin setting, and stack their pieces on there. But if you do that, you're going to end up with something like this on the back. And I like my, especially faux gemstones, to be realistic. And, same front, same as the back. I just don't like that look. So you're going to want to cut a little bit thicker pieces. And if not, you can go ahead and stack them too. And I'm going to be using resin. So they can be really thin, even like a 7. And that resin's going to thicken it up and make it basically indestructible. And not only that, but polymer clay, this is how you want it. You want it to bend. It's not breaking.
Be careful a little bit.
So let's keep on getting some slices.
Come on.
And it's never going to be the same as the one before. That's what I love. But I'm loving the contrast between those turquoise and green. Love these colors together. There you go. So I am going to bake some of these and come back and show you. Sorry, hubby's talking to Mary over there. All right. Oh, I like this. Oh, look at it. It's for you, Paula. I'm gonna have to make a short clip for you. Kind of looks like a lady part. I'm gonna have to cut that piece out just for you. Make you a little pendant. My friend Paula, she's got some people she follows, and the person she follows makes, I mean, I have to say it, but makes like vulvas into jewelry, or like I think sun catchers, all kinds of stuff. But that is totally something Paula would point out. Or maybe it's just me. We'll see. But yeah, you can see we still have a lot to work with, and we've got quite a few pieces out here. You can, depending on your preference, what you want to make, whether it's even a trinket dish you can make out of this. But earrings, pendants, this one's pretty thick on the thick side. So I'm going to actually, just to show you, I'm going to roll this out on a 4 on my pasta machine really quick. And I'll be able to get a good set out of that. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. All of this is just going to be really pretty when it's baked and resined. So I'm going to take this piece and show you what I mean. Hopefully I'm on camera. I think I am. It is definitely different. Break that piece. It's definitely different doing this with the camera right in my eyesight. And I'm going to go ahead and attach that there, because I am going to make this shape right now, just to kind of get it done. I'm going to go ahead and burnish, just getting it all the same right there on that seam. Everything else is fine because I rolled it out, but you want to feel around, see if it's smooth. And when I bake, I used to bake on cardstock when I first started, and actually for quite a while. And then I just started baking on a tile. You can use a shiny tile. You're always going to get a shiny, let's see if I've got one, like a shiny back, kind of. And it's never like fully, I don't know how to explain that. I mean, most of you work with polymer clay. There we go. But there will be some spots that are shiny, but it's never like, I wish it would be all, man. Barely would have any buffing or sanding or shining to do. But that's the one thing about working on a shiny tile. You're going to get shiny pieces on clay that was touching it. But I usually work on a matte surface. And then especially when you're using Cernit or Fimo, it's so soft that you want to keep your shape as much as you can. Ooh, I don't know where to cut, guys. So yeah, you don't want to be lifting it off one surface onto another. So typically I would take this slab and cut on the tile that I'll be baking. This is just so pretty, so unique. A lot of times with earrings, I'm trying to get something similar. But today, these are going to be pendants, so let's just go for it. This is one part that I do have problems with. I always want it. I don't want to destroy the beautiful design. All right, and then right there, I'll go ahead and do a couple stud pieces. I try and use as much of my clay as I can. I don't like it going to waste. But the good thing is, with your leftovers, as Debbie on Clay Boutique says, you can do a bit of chippy choppy. Oh my gosh, I just realized. Am I in cinematic? Why is it blurry? There we go. All right. So again, this is on a 4. Go ahead and cut through. place this on a tile. I am going to be baking on the shiny tile just because it's small. Get this done. I will be back after I resin and show you the final pieces. So this was the original that you guys liked a lot. Got my flashlight. Just really beautiful. That's why I love translucent. This was yesterday's. And it's kind of got the same effect happening today with the thicker swirls through it. And as you can see, the white paint peeking through. But all right, I will see you after I bake. I thought I'd show you guys like how exactly I do this. So I always check, let me turn this light on. I always check, make sure there's no fingerprints. It's pretty burnished. Well, I love that word, burnished. And then I ended up making a couple more pieces. But I take my foil and I just, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be completely in there like a tomb. I just do a little tint like that. So I'm gonna bake at 270. Don't press a 4 instead of a 2. And press start. Oh, my finger. And then that's when I will take my tile and place it in the oven. I need to clean my oven. Excuse the mess. And that'll bake for 25 minutes, and then I'll put it into an ice cold bath. Okay, guys, I am back. Let me, so these are baked on a tile, and I was explaining to you guys the shine. So there you go. Now you can kind of, let me zoom in. So you see it's not perfect. Even if I had rolled that really, really tight against that tile, it still would have those little, you know, some shiny spots, some not. But if you're baking on a matte tile, you're going to get, not that one. You're going to get a different back. It's not going to have that shine. But if you're resining, it does not matter. So anyways, this is the first ones that I made that I posted on Facebook. I can't believe I didn't do a tutorial on that. A lot of times I like to record just for myself so I can remember how the heck did I get this. Like for instance, the first time I recorded made this and not recorded, here is that left. Well, this is a mix of stuff, but I came up with these beautiful squares. I don't know how I did that. I don't know. It's driving me nuts because it's really an interesting piece. I love it. But so this was the original. It was just that many layers, and now this was yesterday's. I cut and cut again just because I was trying to show you guys and you know the difference. So here is yesterday's cut. All the same. I mean, I tried to get the same colors, but you know, they're always going to be a bit different depending on how much. It's not like I did it exact. And then here's today's. So of course you're never going to get the exact same pattern. It's clay, it's Mikuni game style. You're going to get a different look to each individual piece. But so this, again, this was actually yesterday's too. So here are today's. Sorry guys, I promise this YouTube channel will be better. I mean, will go smoothly. I'm sure I'll hit hiccups here and there, but it will be, I'll have full videos, not, you know, separated and, oh, here's part 1. I can't stand when I get really into something and it's like, oh, come back tomorrow. I mean, I love those content creators, but I want to watch through and through. So that is it. I'm going to go ahead, actually have a piece baking right now, or resining. Hold on real quick. Okay, guys, so here is that piece that is the same front and back versus if you had baked on a piece, even on a thinner setting, because I think this is a 4. When using the translucent, even if you went to a 9 or your smallest setting, paper thin, it just does not bake. You know, it's going to cover what you, your pattern. I mean, it's going to cover everything like that. So unless you don't care about the backs, a lot of people do not, or they will add a coat of resin, just, you know, a solid color. I like mine to go through front and back. These ones still need to be resined. But again, I will make sure all these tutorials are cut in one go. Yesterday was just to kind of see if you guys can even get on to my channel. And Margaret, that's a good idea. I might end up hopping on over to Patreon. But for you guys, I mean, you guys are my friends, and I'm still learning and kind of taking this Marie Clay jewelry business into wherever it, you know, organically goes. So, which is so far teaching. You know, I got that class on March 9th and booking some more. But anyways, shout out to Clay Boutique for teaching me a lot of stuff too. And all you guys. Next one we're gonna be learning, which was Dorothy's pick over the weekend too, is this piece. Which it was done on white. Let me grab the white one. But I did a couple variations. Let me move this out of the way, guys. It's too busy. Too busy. Okay, so this is the piece. It you make it with partially baked clay and alcohol inks and silver leaf. I will explain as I, you know, in the video, obviously. But partially baked clay is not the funnest to work with for me. I did not like it. So we'll be doing it a little different than I was shown. And there's really no name for this. I think they called it a brocade. I don't know. But anyways, guys, I'll see you later on today or tomorrow with the new video. Bye.